KHOU 11 News at 6 starts now.
We are talking Astros game day at the Juice Box, Game 4, Astros against the Red Sox.
And we're looking to tie up this series. That's right, we're out on the plaza at our Avenida studio. Good evening to you, I'm Mia Gradney.
And I'm Len Cannon. Let's now go over the 3 things you need to know first about tonight. First pitch, 7:39. And we've got a new leadoff hitter tonight. He has been moved up to the #1 spot, Alex Bregman.
Because he's got the juice.
He's got
what it takes. And tonight it is Charles in charge. Charlie Morton will be taking the mound.
Yeah, hopefully he takes charge like he did last year in the World Series. We've got team coverage from fans to players, both inside and outside Minute Maid, from the weather to cheating allegations. This series turning dirty.
First, though, let's get over to David Paul, who is also hanging out here on the plaza along the Avenida. Hey, David.
You guys got here just at the right time. Okay. Are you going to the game tonight?
We are going to the game.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, the fans that I've talked to this afternoon, this evening, came to the game. There's like a cautious, there's a little trepidation, a little nervousness. How are you guys feeling?
We are fired up. We are
Really?
so excited about the Astros. They are going to crush it today.
I mean,
They are.
Even with Charlie Morton, who's been, I mean, you know.
Let's go, Morton. Charlie's in charge.
That's right.
I want Charles in charge.
That's right.
All right, you guys are confident about tonight. Now, I've been inviting fans all afternoon, come on over here for a second, to write down how they're feeling about the game tonight. So you guys write down how you're feeling. While they do that, let me touch on the weather real quickly. It is cloudy. It is cool. It's kind of nice. Temperatures are a good 18 degrees below normal. There's a little bit of mist and drizzle every now and then. So if you're heading out this evening, mist, drizzle, cool, jacket weather is definitely what we've got. Coming up in a little bit, I will go over weather in detail. We'll look at rain chances that are rising tonight and tomorrow. We'll look at the weekend forecast. We'll talk about the flooding in Central Texas. Let's see what our fans wrote down. What'd you guys write? Point it out. Where are you?
Fired up. Go Astros.
Champions back to back. Here we go.
Oh, that back-to-back would be sweet. I can see the T-shirts. Oh,
That's
right.
exactly right.
All right.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Go Astros.
You guys are sweet. All right, Len and Mia, back over to you guys.
I love those
Thank you,
guys.
Ready for a repeat. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks so much for joining us. Well, Street Fest is taking over downtown on Crawford Street.
Certainly is, and fans already starting to fill the stadium. Larry Siebert, inside the ballpark. Larry, I know you talked to folks earlier. How are they feeling right about now?
Listen, I am with the Big Hat Brigade here, the home run pump just next to the Crawford boxes. Let me introduce you to some guys. This is Chris. This is Downtown Dave. And my man here named Flame, he was giving me the Bregman stare a little while ago. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe it's because I don't have a big hat. Guys, the Astros got to have this game right. So give me sort of your pulse of the team. You're here all the time.
I tell you what, man, these guys have the confidence this year. You know, they know they're the better team. Everybody knows they're the better team. It's all about, you know, just taking it, you know, one step at a time. We got this. We got Verlander next game, Cole the following game. I'm telling you, be calm, Houston. We got this. H-Town's coming through.
Flame says be calm, but how are you feeling, Downtown Dave?
I'm obviously a little bit nervous, but you know, you got to be nervous because
How can you be nervous in a
even Superman's getting nervous.
Okay, I'll take that. Chris, you?
We're gonna take this game right here, tie the series. We're gonna win tomorrow. We'll bring it back to Boston, win another game, and we'll bring it home.
Listen, Mia, Lynn, one thing I can tell you for sure is it will be loud in Minute Maid Park. Will it be loud, guys? Yeah! I think it'll be loud. It'll definitely be loud with the roof closed. Minute Maid Park, this is the place to be. I'm gonna send it back to you.
That was the BHBOGs, the Big Hat Brigade original gangsters. Nice work, Larry.
I love those guys. Tonight, we got to get your take. So how are you feeling going into Game 4? They're taking this one, nervous, or the pessimistic attitude, I think we're going to lose. Boo, no, we don't want that.
We're not having any of that here. To vote, by the way, just go to khou.com/vote now, or you can also click on the Vote Now tile inside the KHOU 11 mobile app.
Yeah, now during this series, there has been speculation of cheating on both sides, both teams.
A Yahoo Sports article claims the Red Sox were warned by Indians about Astros attempting to steal signs and information. MLB now clearing the Astros of any wrongdoing, but the story, well, it doesn't end there.
Yeah, it's got legs, as they say. Jason Bristol, inside Minute Maid as well, what the Astros GM is saying today about all of this. Jason?
Well, Len, we've actually moved outside now here at Minute Maid Park, and I can tell you this. Here's what the GM of the Astros is saying. Listen, all those headlines you were reading insinuating that the Astros were the ones cheating, that's not what happened here. Our guy near their dugout, he was making sure that they weren't stealing our signs, that the Astros were playing defense here, not offense. Now, just moments ago inside Minute Maid Park, here's some video. Alex Bregman and the boys taking some batting practice. Jim Crane, the Astros owner, also watching. Now, Jeff Luhnow speaking to the media about 3 o'clock. He knows technology not allowed to aid in stealing signs. The Astros know that. They have and will continue to abide by that, but they're still going to protect themselves.
Where we can't go in the future is having our own employees maybe go investigate an incident. We're just going to have to refer that to MLB and let them handle it. We're just trying to protect ourselves as best we can.
So the Astros want to move on from this, so let's move on with KHOU 11 baseball analyst, former Major League scout Jeremy Booth. Len mentioned Alex Bregman moving up to the leadoff spot. What does that do now for the Astros lineup?
It changes the complexion of the lineup. I mean, you've had George Springer leading off for a long time, and Alex Bregman hitting a 3-hole, right? So you're trying to get AB some more bats. You're trying to get a different spark plug lineup, a different run production combination.
However, does this smell like an act of desperation? Are these Astros panicking right now to make this move?
I don't know if it's a panic move. What I do think is they're looking for some production. They haven't had a whole lot, and they've had some really, let's call it questionable pitch selection and at-bats this entire series. So they have to do something. They don't want to go down 3-1.
No, you definitely do not want to go down 3-1. Now, on the pitching side, it's Charlie Morton's turn. He's going to be on the bump tonight, and it's Daniel Gotero with the inside pitch on Charlie Morton. Daniel?
Yeah, Jason, on a team full of personalities, it's up to Charlie Morton to get the Astros back on track. The big right-hander was 15-3 this year, a 3.13 ERA. Now, Morton has not pitched since September 30th in that last weekend series against Baltimore, but this is a guy that is used to the big stage. He closed out the World Series last year, and I asked A.J. Hinch about Charlie this afternoon before Game 4. The first thing he did was smile and went on to say how much confidence this group has in that big right-hander.
He's a curious guy. He's got a dry sense of humor, but more than anything, he's nasty on the mound. Like he's got a competitive edge to him. You know, he's so selfless. He'll be prepared. I think it will help him in these moments because he's able to channel it all.
We're in the middle of October. It's not like I haven't had enough baseball, but eager to get into a into a postseason game and contribute to this team and what we're doing right now. So I think that's where that would come from, is just wanting to be a part of it and contribute here in the postseason.
And Morton with the Astros has been so good during the postseason. Other than one start in the ALCS last year, he's been great. 25 1/3 innings pitched, 4 runs allowed, and he struck out 26. So this is the guy the Astros want on the mound, especially here at home, to regain that momentum and even up this series. Guys?
We believe in Chuck. He can do it. That's for certain.
Yeah, I like what the manager said. He's nasty.
Nasty on the mound. That's what you want.
Need.
All right.
Let's show you some of the fans out there. It's been a wild night, a lot of fun. Coverage of Orange October will continue coming up online at KHOU.com and on the KHOU11 Facebook and Twitter pages. Don't forget, download the app. Get the news about the Astros on the go.
Yeah, and if you are heading downtown to check out the Astros, here's a look at the drive times for you. And that's not the only big event that has fans flocking downtown. It's also the Rockets season opener tonight. Matt Musil's got what fans need to know.
Yes, and is the secret to a win a lucky bracelet, eating a hot dog, maybe a blessed baby? The superstitions fans are swearing by. This sounds very
You know what I say? Whatever it takes.
Whatever works.
A combination of all. We're
Whatever
good with
works.
that.
We'll be right back.
I grew up in Houston, and I love this city. It's my home. It's where I'm raising my family and my kids. And I had no idea that there were so many unsolved cases in our city. When people call us about these cases, it can be a challenge. A lot of times the original detectives are long gone, witnesses are hard to track down, but we've found people that remember these stories. That's what gives me purpose, being a voice for these victims, helping to make our community a safer place. That's how I stand for Houston.
Brought to you by KHOU Energy Free Nights and Solar Days. The state's top cop indicted.
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton.
Top law enforcement officer has been jailed.
First-degree securities fraud.
3 felony charges.
Faces up to 99 years in prison.
Now being investigated for bribery and corruption.
If Ken Paxton can't follow the law, how can he enforce it? Justin Nelson was named one of the best lawyers in all of Texas. He teaches constitutional law. A check on power, not a rubber stamp. Justin Nelson for Attorney General.
What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
Oh, it's out again.
Okay. They sure keep me in check. But no one is keeping Congress in check. That's no joke. Sadly, my far-right opponent, Dan Crenshaw, only makes matters worse. He'd do away with Social Security, health care, and a woman's right to choose. I'll protect them, and I'll stand up to anyone and work with anyone to get things done. I'm Todd Litton, and I approve this message because Houston families deserve better.
We have a lot riding on this election.
Like putting Nancy Pelosi back in charge of Congress again.
That's exactly what Lizzie Fletcher wants to do.
Fletcher supports Pelosi's plan to raise our taxes.
A complete government takeover of our health care with no plan to pay for it.
Fletcher even supports allowing the nearly 1 million illegal immigrants with convictions to become citizens.
We couldn't afford Nancy Pelosi 10 years ago. We can't afford Lizzie Fletcher now.
I'm John Culberson, and I approve this message.
Insurance companies line the pockets of Congressman John Culberson, giving $175 grand to his campaign. And Culberson voted to give them billions in tax cuts, even let them roll back health care coverage for people with pre-existing conditions. Meanwhile, the average Texan will pay $1,100 more in premiums each year. John Culberson lets insurance companies pick your pocket while he's in theirs. Women Vote is responsible for the content of this advertising.
KHOU 11, winner of 5 Lone Star Sports Emmy Awards.
Tinkering with my 52 Chevy is a hobby for me, but for many it's a really good paying job. As the son of a steel worker and secretary, my parents taught me the value of hard work. So I expanded career tech programs for students who don't plan to attend a four-year college. Making sure kids have the skills needed for a good job is important for them and the Texas economy. And it's the right thing to do.
Re-elect Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick.
Back now, we are counting down to tonight's first pitch against the Red Sox. We're just a little over an hour from game time.
Game time. All right, now we are downtown at our KHOU Avenue Studios, right along the GRB.
Yeah, and the energy, the mood here has been good so far. Fans believing in the Astros as they should.
Very
headed
positive.
to the ballpark, headed to the Street Fest beforehand.
Slowly starting to trickle in here.
Yeah, tonight the Astros are looking to tie this series back up. And for some fans, that means putting superstitions into overdrive. Someone cued the Stevie Wonder music, very superstitious.
I was thinking the same thing. Melissa Correa shows us the crazy things people are doing, starting with June, who's all about hot dogs.
And so I had a hot dog. The next day I had a hot dog, and we were winning. Next day I didn't eat a hot dog, and we lost. Well, I just stocked up on hot dogs.
It's game 4 of the ALCS. Keep eating the hot dogs, June. And Rudy, don't watch the game. He says every time he does watch, the Astros lose. So people are now offering him beer, upping their gift game to keep this man from ruining it. Leave it to a baby to save the day. Joy says her daughter is a World Series baby, and mom's convinced this little bundle is Lady Luck. Also, is this bracelet #bless? Technically, they're a wristband. According to Jose Gonzalez on Facebook, he says he's been wearing it since 2005. And these gals.
With my bracelet. We're the same socks.
Keep doing your thing. Also, so glad those socks ain't red. At the ballpark, Melissa Correa, KHOU 11 News. Go Stros!
All right. Any superstitions for you?
Well, you know what? I'm going to bet on a dog we saw out here that had an Astros chain around its neck or collar.
Mm-hmm.
Winston is the dog's name. Great Dane.
It was a bull mastiff.
Was it a bull? No, it was a Great Dane, I thought.
No,
Wasn't it?
it was the size of a horse. That's a bull mastiff, right?
No, a bull mastiff is big and thick. But anyway,
that dog was bigger than me. It was 170 pounds.
It was 170 pounds, and Mia doesn't know her dogs. Tonight, sports fans
during the break.
Facing a dilemma. It's also home opener for the Rockets.
That's right. They are taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. And our Matt Musel is live at Toyota Center, where the guys are ready to run as one. Hey, Matty.
Hey, you know, let's face it, this would not be a dilemma for Houston sports fans if the Rockets were just another run-of-the-mill, mediocre basketball team. But they made the Western Conference Finals last year. People expect them to make a great run at another potential championship. Of course, last season's bid, well, it all ended in the Western Conference Finals when guard Chris Paul was injured in Game 5. But this season, I think they've bolstered their offense with the addition of Carmelo Anthony. And with most of the big guns back, I think this team is built for another legitimate run at the Warriors. Here's what Hall of Famer and Rockets legend Clyde Drexler thinks about this team heading into the new season.
I think they're better than the Warriors. Time will tell. Certainly 65 wins last season didn't do anything to take away from what they're doing this year. And so this is a team that's ready, they're primed, and I just think if they can stay healthy, the sky is the limit.
I like that. Sky's the limit. Tonight's season opener versus New Orleans tips off at 7. And if you're busy watching the Astros game tonight, no problem. I'll have a recap of this game coming up on KHOU 11 News at 10. Guys, I know everyone's caught up on Astros fever right now, and rightfully so, but I think it'll turn into Rockets fever next spring when these guys make a great run. If they stay healthy, they should have a great chance of knocking off the Warriors.
Thanks, Matty. And we've been telling you, fans are starting to trickle in for the Astros game here just down the street from you. You see him behind us. Ron is with us right now. You're going to the game, right, Ron?
I am.
And what do you think about tonight? Are you nervous? Are you anxious?
How you feeling?
Optimistic?
I'm very excited. Charlie Morton's on the hill. Charlie Morton and I went to the same small Connecticut high school.
You're kidding.
Get out of here.
I blazed a trail about 25 years before.
You laid the groundwork,
Right.
so you think they're going to do it tonight?
Yeah, I'm
confident.
Yeah, you get the hits, get the solid pitching, just like we've gotten most all the season.
I like this. I like the connection. Thanks for stopping by, Ron. Thanks, gang.
Go Astros!
David Paul's got your forecast for tonight. Hey, David.
Oh, these fans are giving me some hope because I myself am I'm on edge tonight. We really do need to get a win tonight. They had the roof open for a little bit at Minute Maid earlier today for the grass, and they zipped it up tight. Temperature inside the park tonight will be in the upper 60s. Outside right now, autumn weather continues. Here's what to expect. Cloudy, cool evening, another one. Rain chances are going to increase after midnight. We got some moisture coming off the Gulf, I'll show you. And then a wet morning rush is likely. Heads up tomorrow morning. Right now 63 at Bush, Pearland 64. Got these overcast conditions. Most of the rain today has been in west and north central Texas, although what falls in Dallas does come down the Trinity and Trinity River. There's a river flood warning. I'll go over that with you in just a minute. What I am also watching is this rain off the coast of Texas and the Gulf. This is going to be coming in tonight. That's why I'm raising rain chances after midnight, and tomorrow morning's commute may end up being wet. Here we go into tomorrow. Well, tonight, 10:30, there's the rain increasing. Past midnight, more rain. 6 a.m., scattered showers, I think, will be around. H-Town rush, 4:30 to 7. We'll get you through it. And then tomorrow afternoon, rain in West Texas lets up. Maybe more heavier rain off the coast, and that comes in Friday. So rain chances stay with us. Now, as far as any type of flooding happening here, most places are not seeing it, although they are releasing water into the San Jacinto River below Lake Conroe because it's gone a foot and a half above full pool, foot and a quarter. That shouldn't cause any significant flooding. I don't have flood warnings for the San Jacinto. That's good. But look, there's some unknowns because there's a lot of debris and they're still left over from Harvey that they're still cleaning up. So we're watching it, but again, not an emergency situation there on the San Jacinto. On the Trinity, you are going to see a lot of lowland flooding near the river. Folks, near the river, land near the river is going to be inundated over the next several days. That's because of all the rain they had up in Dallas the past several days coming down the Trinity into Lake Livingston, and they're having to release it. So the Trinity River, doing what it does several times a year, going to cause a lot of lowland flooding there. I think after a low in the 50s early tomorrow morning with the rain, we end up warming a little bit. I'll go to 72 tomorrow afternoon. Still a cloudy day. 60% rain chance on Friday. That's a wet day. Saturday's a 40% rain chance. Then cooler again on Sunday with a reinforcing shot. Northeast wind picks up to 16. It'll gust to 25 on Sunday afternoon. Monday's one of these cool days again. And at the moment, gang, I I just can't find any real sunshine in the next 7 days. Rain chances stay with us. It's a very interesting October weather pattern. These temperatures are running some 10, 15, almost 20 degrees below normal just today alone, gang. Back to you.
Yeah, we get plenty of sunshine. We know this is only temporary. Thanks, David.
Yeah, it is. All right, Astros fans headed to the ballpark looking for a win tonight. A very important W in Game 4 of the ALCS. We'll be right back after this.
Let's tie this thing up.
Let's do it.
Tie it up. 2-2.